Welcome, my friend.
Howdy, howdy.
We are here yet again.
We are.
On
Twice
another-
in 1 week.
Twice in 1 week, finally.
This isn't usual. It's usually one every 1 to almost 2 weeks.
1 to almost 2 weeks. Yeah, well, we planned to do it like this. This is the first time it's really worked out like this, eh?
Yeah, not being busy after work and me not being in a shitty mood.
And us having actual ideas and motivation.
Yeah.
Like, I am motivated by this, but there is days where I'm definitely not motivated by this. And it's just nice to sit here.
No late days as well. Well, not too late.
Yeah.
You've had a few of those. Last week was pretty bad for you.
Oh, last week was every day. Oh, not last week, sorry, because last week was the time I had off. That week before that, it was Monday to Friday. I was working 10-hour days. There was no way that week that we were doing much, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting there now. This is number 9.
Yeah.
It's number 9, but the 10th recording.
Yep. One day you'll see the
Well,
fifth.
yeah, it would have been
was
like
recorded or
it would have been like
something?
4th or 5th. I
Yeah.
can actually check this. I can check whether it's the 4th or the 5th. Wait. No, I won't be able to at this point. No, I won't. Okay. Ignore that. How are we? How's work been? The normal?
Same old.
Still sniffing paint?
Oh yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every day sniffing paint.
Every day sniffing paint.
Yep. I just painted walls today, really, by myself, whilst the other guy was making a day out of painting doors.
True.
Yeah, making a day out of it, alright.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have taken him that long to get how much he got done, but oh well.
One of those situations.
Yeah, it's happening a lot lately, and it's starting to frustrate me, but oh well.
Trying to make it look like you're working, but you're not working.
Yeah, so
if that makes sense.
I've just slowed my working right the fuck down, because I'm not going to work my ass off, and if he's not working his ass off as well.
That's fair.
Yeah, if he gets paid
that
more
is
than me
fair.
and he's not working his ass off, I'm not going to work my ass off.
He's getting paid more than you too.
Probably.
Probably. It's an assumption.
It's an
I
assumption.
understand, but it's an assumption.
It's an assumption. I would think he does with the amount of cigarettes that he buys a week.
Maybe that's all he buys.
No, he buys food and he buys fuel and he's got a mortgage and he's got bills.
All right. No, it probably is then.
And his boarders only pay $150, I think, a week.
True. Okay.
Yeah, so he's got to be spending money. Maybe. Then again, I don't know. He might only spend like $300 a week on cigarettes, maybe a little bit more, but
Which is probably doable.
yeah. On what I could, if
that
I
was
was
the
to
only extra?
switch what I was buying to cigarettes instead, yep.
Yeah. That's
I
what I
guess
mean.
so.
Like,
But he's always got cash in him, so I don't know.
hey, maybe he's doing
I mean,
something on the side.
He gets his money out of the ATM every time he gets paid. He doesn't like paying by a card. He just prefers cash. Old people. And their cash.
It just seem doesn't. Something seems off with that though. Like the fact that he's pulling out cash every week and like all of it. Just something. I totally get it because I know people and live with people that are like that. But it just something about it just doesn't seem right.
I don't get a chance to pull mine out.
Yes,
It disappears
it's
before I get to
already
pull it
gone.
out. When I pull it out, it's pulling it out for other things.
Yeah, that's it. It's odd. It's very odd. But at the same time, I guess, I get like you always have
Money.
your money.
Yeah, I guess so. If like it's not uncommon for FPOS machines in the stores to not be working, and you can just quickly pay by cash.
Yeah.
My granddad always keeps cash on him, like probably $100 or something in his car or something.
I tried doing that once. I actually tried that. I tried pulling out a certain amount of money each pay. Not like a great amount. Like it was normally like $50-$60. And putting it somewhere because just as backup, as savings, as security sort of thing. But it never lasted more than like 3 weeks before I'd start spending it.
Yeah.
So it's like even though it's out in cash and I've put it aside, it's still there. Like I can still just as easily get it. So
Yeah. I used to chuck mine into my savings account, and I set that up so that I have to go in store to get it out, and I can't transfer it back over internet banking, but I can transfer it into that account.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And then
Because that forces you.
yeah, but then when COVID hit, they like changed all the banking hours, and I couldn't get down to Lower Hutt because that was the only one that was open at the time for us, and I could never get down there in time. So then I called up and said, hey, I can't get to store and I'm meant to be coming into stores to get my money.
Yep.
Can I do this over the phone? Like, yeah, you can do it over the phone. I'm like, well, I guess I'm never coming into store anymore to...
Yeah. You
to
just
a
do it
bank
over the
branch.
phone.
Yeah, I'll just do it over the phone. So, yeah.
Where most of the things I do is over the internet these days. Like, I've found that I try my hardest to get away from any sort of social interaction with any NPCs.
Yeah.
Like, if I can do it over the internet, I will.
If I can,
100%.
I'll buy all my clothing
Yep.
over the internet.
Yep.
And if there's something in store uptown, I'll still pay that $10 shipping
Yeah.
to get it shipped to
I've
me.
done that.
But I'll lay by it or Afterpay it instead, just because even though I can go uptown and do that as well. But I reckon those Afterpays and laybys are a good thing because they don't add interest unless you miss a payment. You get a late fee.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have all the money.
Mm.
Now I just got to wait to get to your partner's status and never make the first payment.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I'm.
That's
I'm
crazy
waiting
that
for.
she can do that. That's seriously cool. And it doesn't have to make that first payment. It's literally 2 weeks before she has to even make a payment, and then she can pay it off. Like,
After that as well, yeah.
and then there's other bonuses on top of it, but it's
Yeah, I got mine up to. I think my limit's 1,500 at the moment. I think it goes up to 2,000 or 2,500. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember what she's at, but I know it's way higher than my limit.
Yeah,
my limit's very,
1,500.
very low.
I remember when I started off at like 300, like, this is fucking bullshit. I'm never going to use this. And then, like, slowly using it, slowly went up. And then when I missed a payment, it would drop down. I was like, fuck, okay, now I've got to buy something and pay it off for it to go back up to that next thing again.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, is I've gotten mine really, really, really low.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about a missed payment for 4 weeks.
Ooh.
Late fees weren't that bad. It was still only like $15. But yeah, it took away a lot of things I was able to do. That's for sure.
Wow.
So yeah.
Like, would that have been like, you're not allowed to get another purchase without paying off that purchase? Like,
No. It's just my spending limit's like real low, and I think my late fees are now more
I think
stern.
it was the first time I used it. God, I haven't eaten today. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to use it again until I paid off my first thing that I brought.
Yep. True.
And now it's every week fucking tick up. $8 this week, $16 next week.
It's all fair though, because it is a pretty good service. You know, like they're already offering a really good interest-free service that we're all highly addicted to, and we still try and fuck it over by like missing dates and shit. Like, so that's all fair. Those are the restrictions they put on.
If you do get it in time, you can delay your payment day by like a couple of days, so that when you have money, and they're fine with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's real handy. You need to get something 2 days before payday.
Yeah.
But it would be better to have the payment come out on payday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always try and do my afterpays
I mean,
before payday.
I
Oh, sorry,
always
right
do
after.
I always try to buy stuff on Afterpay on a Wednesday night or a Thursday morning, so I know it comes out on Thursday or Friday morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I always try and make sure that once I get paid, I'll then go buy crap.
Yeah. Same with my insurance. I always try to make sure like I get to choose a date, and then so it comes out every day of that month. So then I go through all the calendar year and find out what day is the most average day it falls on my payday, and I do it like that.
Yep. And that's called adulting, my friend.
Yeah.
We're really slowly
and
learning
then
this
even,
shit out.
God, I don't even know what I'm doing with my insurance anymore. If they automatically bill me, or if I've got to go online and pay it. But
I know what I have to do with my insurance.
Pay it?
Sweet fuck all.
None.
Absolutely nothing.
No insurance.
No insurance.
Yeah, I've only got third party on my car now. I got third party fire and theft plus glass because of the cracked screen, so I'll just wait like another couple months and then claim it.
Yep. Yeah.
Hush, hush.
Hush, hush.
And then...
But yeah, to be fair, the insurance is good. Don't not have insurance. I don't condone having no insurance. It's very much a good thing to have.
Yeah. Because if you crash...
It's on you.
You're fucked.
Yep.
Especially if you crash into an expensive car.
Yep. You ever crash into like an S6?
Yeah, a a builder that I knew, he didn't have insurance on his car, or he thought he did, but he hadn't paid it, so it got cancelled, and he crashed into a Merc, and he had to go to court and everything, and like weekly payments for
that's
paying
rough.
out a Merc.
Damn, that's rough.
And it wasn't a cheap Merc.
See, I'm lucky. The worst I've had is I rear-ended a Honda Fit and just had to replace the tailgate. And it was a big ordeal because I had to. They allowed me. They went and got quotes, and the cheapest quote was $2,000, and they wanted to like be a bit more fair with it. So they said if I can find a second-hand one in the same color or get it painted in the same color for cheaper, then I can do that.
Yeah.
And I did. I found one for like $150 from Oreca, mint condition and the same color, and I got it shipped, and it took fucking ages. The guy, I don't recommend. I wish I could remember the name, but it didn't arrive, and he didn't send me tracking, and he didn't get back to me for like 2 weeks, and he got back to me and sent me the tracking number. When I went on that and found out that they in postage had smashed the back window, and were trying to get hold of like the sender or receiver to try and work it out what to do, but because he hadn't given me the tracking, it just sat there. And so I contacted them to see what to do, and all they were going to do is potentially refund the sender. They couldn't return the item because it sat so long they just got rid of it. And I had to then deal with the sender to my part of the purchase.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hit him up, and he wasn't keen to refund me at all. Was not keen at all. Took me ages to get it out of him, and I only ended up getting like 60% of the refund from it.
Wow.
Like, it was so bullshit, man. And it was only because I threatened legal action that he offered me that, and at the end of the day I was like, I honestly can't be fucked with legal action. I legit just did it as a threat, and it worked. I got something, so I just ran with it. But yeah, so then in the end had to pay. Just decided I was going to pay the $2,000 to get it done at the panel beaters, but they allowed me to pay it off, and I just paid it off each pay for like 3 months. Paid it off pretty quickly.
Fuck that.
But it luckily it was a Honda Fit. You know, if it was something that an expensive Merc or a Beamer or anything like that, I would be still paying it now.
Yeah.
That would have fucking
$2,000
sucked.
to fix a bumper.
Oh, half I think shit, man. I honestly, the lady was lovely. Don't get me wrong, and I honestly, she made it go so smoothly and was so polite. There was no anger, no arguments or anything. Yeah. It was great, but I swear I didn't actually dent that tailgate because it was so high above the ground and my ute was so low. Like, it would have hit, my bumper would have hit her bumper, not her tailgate. And the bumper was fine, just had some scratches on it. But she wasn't worried about that. Just this dent in this tailgate. And the tailgate still worked fine, and it just had this dent in it. I swear it was there before I go. I fail to see how my ute managed to hit that part. Oh well, it was done now. You know, it was years ago. It was a few years back. But yeah, it was just weird. It was just weird. Didn't make sense.
Oh well.
How did I get onto that story?
From insurance. We were talking about.
Yeah, oh, that's right, money insurance, and then we got into that. My car got more damaged in that fucking thing, in that crash. I needed a radiator. I had my nice 52mm aluminium radiator in there, and the engine jumped forward on the rubber mounts, and the fan just chewed the inside of it. So that was scrap. So I needed a new radiator. My bumper was all bent. My radiator support was bent. Nothing a hammer couldn't fix.
Yep.
And then I just put the old radiator back in. It honestly cost me nothing to fix my car. Apart from the fact I lost a main radiator. It cost me a fair amount. But thanks to Afterpay, I was able to get it. So
nice.
I'll just do that again, which has been my plan for like 4 years now. Just to Afterpay that same radiator again. Just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
One day.
Afterpay Hot Wheels instead. Because you can do that. Some sellers
Some-
do that on
some-
trade.
yeah,
It's
some
so
places
cool.
do.
I can Afterpay a $1.50 car.
Well, those ones we were looking at last
4
night.
interest-free payments.
The ones we were looking at last night that we found are real expensive. You can have to pay all them,
Oh,
but they come from the UK or US, so
yeah.
you know it's going to cost a bit in shipping and take a bit to get here.
Yeah, it took me to get a sticker from Canada. It took me a month to wait.
Wow, what with now
Yeah.
times?
Yeah, I was like,
Damn.
I was getting real pissed off. Like, fucking shit doesn't usually take this long. Then again, I did think it was coming from the States. I didn't know this person was in Canada, but I was still like,
Still, that's not
this
that
shouldn't
much
be
of a
taking
difference.
like 2 weeks max. But then I was like, oh, they're probably still not running all the flights still.
Yeah, there's a lot
And
of
there's
delays.
probably still a lot of weird jumping around countries and stuff.
Yeah, but we don't see much of that now because
No,
we're running as
our
almost
countries
normal.
Practically went back to normal.
We barely got hit by it. We just had to stay inside for 4 weeks.
Yeah, some of us 6.
Like that's really it.
Didn't we get 6? I thought we went
Oh,
four,
we got
then
six. We got six,
yeah.
and some of us got 8
Yeah.
after it dropped from level 3.
Yeah.
The level 2. Yeah. But no, it was only 6 for me.
It was a good 6-week break.
I enjoyed it. It was a holiday for me.
Yeah.
I know some people hated it, and like I hope they went through it, but I moved the day we went into lockdown, so I was in a completely new place for the first time, and I had 6
People
weeks
you
to spend.
barely knew.
But I didn't know them for fuck all, man, and now I love them to absolute fuckery. Like, oh, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was great. I enjoyed it. I genuinely enjoyed it. It was a good break. We just needed it again. Paid.
But not due to COVID.
Yeah, but not due to a bad reason. Let us go to shops and shit.
Just give us 6 weeks off
Yeah,
paid.
yeah. That's all I'm asking for.
But don't take it out of my holiday.
Yeah, just a free 6 weeks paid. Maybe 8 weeks. Would be nice.
Man, I need to own my own company. I keep getting told to do it, but I don't want to. But life would be so easy. I'd be doing fuck all work, like maybe 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd be making so much money.
Yep. That's what my old man does now. He delivers corrugated iron.
Yeah.
And he just picks up from a depot, which he's like his business is contracted to. He just buys off them and sells it on. He sells it per sheet and he buys it per bundle. A lot like everything, you buy it in bulk and sell it off smaller.
Yeah.
And yeah, he like just does deliveries like 3-4 days a week. And he's got a little truck with a crane on it, so he gets out the truck, grabs the controller, and takes it off and puts it down, drives away. Like, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's so good work. He has worked hard to get there, but yeah.
Be easy.
Just be finding the
charge
right
yourself
business.
At like $50 an hour.
Yeah.
Put aside, work out whatever I need for tax, and just put that aside every week.
Yeah, well, you can work all that out online real easy.
Yeah.
You-
You do it on that PAYE shit.
They just have like you just go on IID and they have a huge list of different job types, and it goes down real small. Like mine's literally fly screen installer, yeah, you just select what you are, and it has a code for that, and that is your tax code, and that's how much comes out. It's just a set amount.
You have to tell you how much percent of a dollar you have to pay or something.
Yep. Mine's like 20%.
Fuck. 20 cents every dollar.
Yeah, I know it's pretty high. It's just that's fairly standard for like.
You don't have a
trades.
student loan, do you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have any loans.
I've got my student loan. That's got, I think it's got 7k left on it now. Got it from, I think it was at 16 or maybe 17.
Mm-hmm.
It was course-related costs and that student allowance weekly that nobody knew about that I was getting. Rammed it up a lot. It was more than my actual course fees.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember you telling me that
I've
one.
actually paid off my course fees, and now I'm paying back all the money that I got given to me that was wasted on games and food and getting me to course.
I like it. That's good. That's so good. Just like how I got away with not paying for level 4 cookery
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, it was weird. Just never took the money out of your
I
account.
never took it out. And then I quit it anyway, so
And then got told that you
I
weren't.
was gonna,
You're
got
not
told
gonna-
that I wasn't gonna get it back, and I was like, I'm okay with that,
I haven't paid it in the first place.
knowing that I hadn't paid a single.
So
bit
I
of
wonder
it.
what would have happened if you finished that. Would you have been given your degree, or would they say you haven't paid?
They
for
probably just
this?
worked out that because if you passed it and finished it, you got refunded what you put in, like all
yeah.
of it. It was just a security for if you left it.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess I figured that all that would happen would be they would go, oh, you haven't actually been paying, or well, we just won't refund you anything. Thank God that you passed.
Imagine if they refunded you like the whole course. You're like, mean. I'll take that.
Bro, it was like 3.5K overall.
Imagine if you got refunded 3.5K for not even paying 3.5K
Yeah.
to finish. That would be fucking cool.
There was
That would
my
have been 3.5K into the ute.
yeah. At that point in time, that was right before I brought it. Right before, like a few weeks before I brought it, was when I
Yeah.
stopped that. Damn, that would have been good back then.
You would have had that ute up to whatever standard it was up to, probably.
Like only within like a year
Yeah, real quick.
compared to 2. Yep. Damn, yeah, that would have been dope.
And then you might have had money.
Wrong,
to
but dope.
You might have had money to maintain it. It might not be sitting at the moment.
It's funny because I used the fact that I was paying money for it as a reason to why I wanted to stop, because they weren't teaching me anything and it was going nowhere, and we'd spent like 18 months already and done absolutely nothing in the course.
Yeah.
So I was just like, look, I've been paying for this. It's a complete waste of my time. I'd like to quit. I'm not going to pass. We have a set amount of time to do this. We're not going to finish it. I'm not going to pass. I'm not going to get this refunded back anyway, so I'm just going to stop now. Not that it had anything to do with money,
Yeah.
but it was just an easy way to argue it, and couldn't argue it. Like, if that's what you want to do, then sure. Then not long after that, I moved complete different department.
Yeah.
And then after that, I moved complete different department. Complete different industry.
Yeah, I've been being a painter for a while, and I'm wondering if my next job will still be painting, or if it'll be something else, or if I'll just stay a painter. If I'll just work with this same company until he retires.
Yeah, I wanted that too, like for my job. Am I just going to stay here for years?
Yeah, I
It's
think
easy.
I think the workmate is turning 60 this year, and I'm wondering if my boss will keep the business going until he just retires. Like the workmate that I work with just retires, and then he'll retire his business.
And you have to
Or if-
move on.
Yeah. Either way, I've got like maybe 5 years or still with the business, like a good 5 years if that's the plan. If not, maybe 2.
Yep.
Or I might leave by the end of the year. Who fucking knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Hell, I could get fired tomorrow for all I know.
That's it. We don't know what the future's going to hold for us.
Yeah.
Eh? It's
I could get fired or made
Anything.
redundant. And yeah, if like I got told that if we go into another lockdown, I'm getting made redundant.
wow.
Yeah, because we can't afford it.
Wow. Yeah. I was lucky with that one that we pulled through. But if it happens again, I don't know if we will.
Hopefully, you would have all these sales. that
Surely
we've
by
made.
now.
We've had a
Surely.
fucking killer year.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
wicked year.
I'm pretty sure my boss had a fucking killer year last year as well. Like,
yeah. Bro, I
we did
noticed
a
that
lot
with
after COVID. We got
with
a lot of work.
Yeah, with a lot of tradies was telling me this too. Like, I hear this from every people. I've heard this from plumbers. I've heard this from tilers. I've heard this from roofers. But the trade industry has boomed since COVID, since
Even
lockdown.
more than what it already was.
I remember when we got out of lockdown, and everyone that I talked to them was worried that there was going to be no business because people don't want people coming around to their house. People don't want people around. People don't want to be interacting with anything or going anywhere. But no, complete opposite happened. People during lockdown started renovating their houses and then got out of it realizing that they need more shit than what they thought, or people to come and actually do shit. Well, they've now just gone absolutely fucking crazy. Started with like replacing the gym in one room, and now they're adding an extension on and a double garage.
Yeah.
You know, and so they came out of lockdown. People started fucking getting tradies to come in, and
Well, I mean, I guess interest rates might have dropped quite a bit as well. Like, fuck it, let's get loans out because
yeah,
the country needed the economy going, and I guess you get it by
and
chucking
yeah,
it
and that
into-
works, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Fuck knows.
it's all
But,
that
yeah,
combined.
We were worried that we weren't going to be getting much work soon. We're painters and there wasn't much new work for us to do. And, like, we're only residential, so we were thinking, like, we're going to be getting a lot of weeks off because we can't get work. But we maybe took 2 days off last year during the work weeks just because, like, either rain and we were outside and we only had outside work and it was pissing down with rain, so there's no point.
Yep. Yeah, there was no days when I went back that I had to take off because of lack of work. We just got busy straight away.
I took a lot of days off because I was sick.
You took a lot of days off.
I said to myself this year, I'm not going to take any fake sick days off. I've already taken 3 off, but I'm just going to, because I don't really think I'm going to get sick. By this time last year, I'd already used up all my sick leave pretty much. So maybe once every couple of months I might take a day off just because I can't be fucked.
Yep. It's only
I'm entitled to sick leave.
It's only been in the last probably like year and a half that I've started actually pulling sickies. Like,
Yeah.
I've never done that in the past, and got accused of it once and got highly offended because I never would. Did it at school, far loads, but yeah, it worked now. But yeah, it's only been the past like year and a half that I've started doing that. But it's just days where you just need a day, and like
last week.
Oh,
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
Needed those after those 3 days we already had off.
yeah. There's just days where you just need to completely wipe off and just rest the mind. Like, do nothing. Don't have to contact anyone. Like, everyone's at work doing shit. You're not.
Yeah.
You can just spend the entire day in bed doing absolutely nothing, just resting that mind. And there's days we just need that. And mental health day.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's a sick day for me.
It is for me too. Like,
Yeah, I just say I'm unwell.
Yeah.
And then I come in and it's like, what's wrong with my crook gut or something like that.
something basic, something that makes sense.
My boss now knows it. Thinks I've got something wrong with my gut.
Yep.
Because I always I'm throwing up and I don't know why. Like, I'm
Which
eating
you are.
fine. Yeah, which I am. So it's half true and half not true. But yeah, like throwing up. If I throw up in the
That's
morning,
probably right.
it's like I'm not going to work.
There probably is something wrong with your gut. He's probably fucking right.
Yeah, it probably is. But oh well.
Yeah.
Doctors not really that expensive, but I really don't care if I'm not dying from it yet.
That's what causes like the worst to happen. Like, I've thought about this many times because I do the same. Take my teeth for example.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm not dead yet. It's fine, but it's not gonna get better, and it's only but going to get worse.
It's weird though. I'm not throwing up at all
Oh, you cured.
at the moment.
It's fine.
I haven't been throwing up, and usually now if I throw up in the morning, it's because I've eaten a fuck ton of like sugary food or chocolate or something the previous day, and chocolate and sugary food doesn't agree with me because I'll just eat too much and I go to bed with a stomach going like, I'm gonna throw up at some point tonight. I know I'm going to.
It's really, really bad. But my stomach's become accustomed to all that junk food. Like, it expects it now. Like, it's all I eat quite often for days on end, and it's so bad. But I can live off fuck all, and I can live off like the worst of fuck all too, which is horrendously bad. But it's not killing me, so I have the same mindset.
It probably is.
That's it. It probably is. I've been so lucky this whole time without having like any major injuries or any surgeries or anything like that. Like, it's coming. Like, I'm just gonna one day like keel over, have like a mad heart attack or something. It's surely.
Oh well. At least you know what you could die from.
Yeah.
body.
Quite often
Your
get those
body's going to
pains.
attack you.
Quite often get those pains in my chest, and I'm
Mate,
like,
I
oh,
used to-
today's
I
the
used
day.
to have regular heart palpitations.
Oh,
Yeah, regular heartbeats and everything. I was like, this isn't good.
I every now and then will get like a weird beat, and I used to get bad chest pains, like at least once a week, like excruciatingly bad chest pains.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened in the past 2 and a bit about like 2 and a bit years.
I don't remember the last time I had a heart palpitation was, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so-
weird
so
'cause
that's
it'd
good.
be like, stop. And I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, okay, is that a heart attack? What's happening here?
Is today the day?
But then, yeah, nothing happens. I was also, every now and then, I think that's why I drink sugar-free energy drinks now, but if I like, because I drink them pretty quickly, if I drink just a normal one, I get a real weird sharp pain starting here, and it just shoots all down my arm from energy drinks, so it's,
Wow, that's really peculiar.
yeah.
It's genuinely like fucking weird.
And it only happens from energy drinks. I've never had it happen to me any other time, but only if I drink an energy drink really quickly. And then
True.
maybe have another one, and then it starts aching. It's like, ugh.
My stomach just like gets a bad feeling every time I drink an energy drink, especially like first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
which is quite often what I do to wake up, and then my stomach hates me for it.
God, I don't even remember last time I would have had an energy drink this week, but it would have been $1
Yeah, one of those cheap ones, one of those ones.
Yeah, the Wolves. And then my Monsters. Those
Zero
are like
sugar.
the only 2 energy drinks I drink.
I brought a V Pure the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I'll give this a go. Like, I'm pretty good with flavors and stuff, so it might be a bit better. But I genuinely didn't like it. And I've had them
I think
before,
I've had
but
it once, and I was like, no, I think I prefer other Vs over this V.
yeah, I brought it back when it first came out, and back then I quite liked it because it just tasted like an energy drink apple juice.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that this time. It definitely wasn't like apple juice.
Nobody seems to remember the Monster that they brought out. There was a coffee. It was an actual coffee.
I don't
Monster
remember
coffee in a can. And on the side of it, it showed you how much it was filled up. And then it showed you another top that was like foam. And it was actually foam on the inside when you drank it. It was like the best. But nobody remembers it.
That sounds like the worst.
Back in college.
As well as the best. Like,
It was amazing. I loved it. But
I don't remember it, but
the dairy across the road.
foam
from
in the top of the
college,
can.
Yeah.
That sounds concerning. Like,
But they showed it on
what
the
were you
thing.
drinking?
Milk.
How real was it?
It was made by Monster. It's probably not good for me to start with.
No.
but it tasted nice.
There's a lot of drinks from back in the day that we shouldn't have been drinking. A lot of drinks now that we shouldn't be drinking.
Blue V is one of them, probably.
Yep. Good old Blue V. Would like sponsorship, please.
Same original taste.
Same great original. No. I love them. I drink them far too much. They are the best. I genuinely, absolutely love them, and it's one of my worst addictions. Is a Blue V. I have to have them.
I don't even really like the taste of them. They're too sweet.
Oh, I love how
The
sweet they
sugar-free
are.
ones are mean because they're not
Yeah,
sweet.
but yeah, they're
they
not bad.
taste
They're
like
not
the
bad.
Blue V, which is good. Actually, the Blue V's are what gives me that sharp pain. That's why I don't drink them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I used to get. Oh, no, I still do. As I said in the morning. So, Blue V's not good for me. Not good for anybody. Don't drink energy drinks, kids.
Maybe you should
Anybody, don't
start
fucking drink them.
drinking water.
I had some water today,
Some.
ironically, out of a Blue V can. I had run out of money and Blue V, so I just filled up my empty Blue V can with water to trick my mind. No, not that bad. But no, I genuinely had like V cans worth of water, and it was actually pretty good.
Only V cans.
Hey, it was in like the last hour. Like, I'm
drank
getting
like
there. I need a drink though.
4 bottles of like that of water today.
Damn, that's
I
good.
just
That's good.
When I'm at work, it's like I get hungry. It's like, oh well, better start drinking. And then if I want to make it look like I'm taking a break, but I'm just not standing around doing nothing, I'll just start drinking water. So
Yep.
I'm constantly going for the drink bottle. Like, you thirsty? I'm like, yep. Yeah, I'm thirsty. No, I'm just taking like a little 2-minute break and having a drink of water every like 15 minutes.
Drinking like the right amount of water each day is actually difficult.
Stay hydrated.
It's really difficult to drink like 8 glasses of water. It's like 2.5 liters or something shit like that. I can't actually remember, and I should know this. But it's 8 glasses. I know that. And like to try and drink that in a day is like quite difficult to do. Like, because you're normally doing shit and not drinking water. So stopping to drink water is actually it can be quite a pain to do. And because you're drinking so much, like you're having to go to the bathroom so much, like it becomes a hassle to have that reoccurring. But at the same time, that's exactly what you need to be doing, because it's just a continuous flush of the system, which is exactly what you need to be doing.
I like maybe went in the first lot of my day. I think I went toilet when I went home for lunch, and then that was it. After that, it was like. And then an hour went past. Like, okay, sweet, gotta go toilet again. 30 minutes, like, gotta go toilet. Then 15 minutes, I gotta go toilet. I'm like, I need to go toilet. I need to stop pissing. I'm pissing more than I'm working now.
Yeah, so that's it. And for me, like, I work out of a van all day. Locating bathrooms is not the easiest thing to do.
No, we got a porta potty right outside the thing, which is great. Never thought I'd ever use one, but when time's cool,
I've used them heaps.
And you can't get anywhere.
I've used them like as a child because my dad was always on work sites, so when I was with him, they would be around at the festivals. Use them, and now being a tradie,
it's weird. I was real weird. I refused to go or take a number 2 anywhere but at home.
True,
or at a family member's house.
I've never really known someone like this.
If I went to a friend's place, I wouldn't use their toilet. I went away skiing for a week, didn't go for a whole week. Got home, that was painful.
Damn.
Yep. And then I finally was like, no, okay, I have to do this. I'm gonna spoil myself. And then I don't know why. And then since that day, it's like, I can go anywhere now.
Because why does it matter?
I guess I always had the feeling that someone was going to walk in on me.
Oh, I hate that feeling, but I've lived with that one my whole
really
life.
hated in porta potties as well when you're on it. And then like they go to open, I was like, can you not see that it's engaged? I mean, I'm sitting on my phone, but...
Fucking occupy, cunt.
I'm here on my phone for the past 3 minutes, but...
Oh, it's crack up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood it. I understand the people walking in on you thing, but I never understood the only going at your place.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird like that.
People are weird like that, though. Lots of people are weird like that. I'm playing around with that label and I'm going to peel it off soon.
You said you had topics. You said you had something that you thought of today.
Yeah, I had this big ramble, but I can't gather the word. I've been trying to gather the words for it this whole time. I don't know what I mean by that. Damn it, when I've written things down in a different state of mind. Thinking, I know exactly what that means. No.
Let's get you back into that state of mind.
Intermission.
And roll the intro. Welcome back to the middle of the show.
Hi, and welcome back to the Misfits podcast.
Rated 5 stars on YouTube.
On G Fuel. No, fucking Gamer Subs.
G Fuel.
Oh, I watch too many people, man. But we want Peace Water to sponsor it.
Anyone?
Vortiki, we love your babes.
The amount of podcasts I listen to, you don't even have to send me the script. I know the scripts.
Yeah.
I've listened to them. I listen to the ads for some reason. I don't bother skipping them. I'll just sit through them and listen to them.
Yep. Yeah, I've listened to it all.
Buddy Joey does his lot at the beginning, which is like 7 minutes of listening to him ramble, because he drags his ads out, but he makes him funny, which is great.
Yeah, it's jelly.
And then you listen to his podcast, and then and he goes back to them, and he doesn't drag it out as much, but he does the ads again. It's like, I'll listen to them again.
Yep.
I've been on to some of the sites that
I've been so tempted to do that. So tempted to go on the sites.
I went on to the CBD Lion one,
DuncanTrussell.com.
which is just about CBD, I'm guessing. And I was like, went on like, just read about the CBD, the CBN, the CB, whatever.
Yeah.
All this stuff. It's funny when I start saying in my head or mumbling it under my breath, the ad reads as they go along now to them. It's like, they say this thing, I'm like, and this, and then that, and then that.
Yeah. You just know how it goes.
Yeah, well,
I've listened to too many.
I think I listened to 5 podcasts from the same company, and they all have the same sponsors.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh man, what's our time? I'm getting hungry. 6:32.
I'm getting hungry. I've eaten 1 and a bit slices of brownie, and it was way too rich. And I threw it out when I was driving back to work.
How can you throw out food just because it doesn't quite taste to your liking?
Because it was way too rich in dark chocolate, and I can't stand dark chocolate. It was fine last night when it was warm, and
Fair
then
enough.
I took it out of the fridge and I was like, "Oh, this is rich."
Yeah.
What are you gonna get for food?
I don't know. I should have been paid by now, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been paid by Jono yet or not.
I honestly might be lazy and just order food. I'll do it online like we were saying before. Do everything online.
Oh, I might just go to BK.
That sounds good actually.
But I need to get fuel. I'm on Eli, and came onto Eli driving around today, and I was like, I sort of know this car now. I know how much Ks I can get out of Eli.
Yep.
As long as I've got it up to 20, and then I filled up, but I'm sure I could get way past 20 on that car on Eli. But yeah, I was like, as long as I know I've got 20 Ks to at least get to a fuel station.
Yeah.
You just nanner it.
Yeah. Bro, my car's been on E all week. It's been under E.
Yeah, I put
Knocked the fuel light
on. Yeah, I'm happy that this car's got a fuel light and an actual working gauge as well.
Yeah, my fuel light works, but it works like at the moment you run out.
Yeah,
It pretty much tells you, you're empty now.
My other car, I ran out of fuel, not realizing that the light doesn't come on, and then like it's got a little thing where it goes, and it's like it's iffy in there. It's like, do I have fuel? Do I not have fuel? Turn it on. She's struggling, but I've got fuel. Better go to a fuel station. I sort of know when I'm out of fuel when I boost down the road and I get to 3k and it's struggling. It's like, I'm out of fuel.
Yeah. My Ute's much the same with fuel. It has no fuel light, but it goes way below E before it runs out. I've got to like a whole another quarter.
That under E.
I've got like a whole quarter gap underneath E.
I've got a line like that, a gap like that, which I'm guessing is my reserve tank, but then it still goes underneath of that as well.
Yep.
And it's weird because my fuel tank is, anytime I turn my car on, it automatically goes to halfway full, and then I've got to sit there and wait for it to drop all the way down to where it needs to be.
Really?
So I know how much gas I've actually got in my car.
True.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah. It even does it when it's on full. It'll go to halfway, and then it'll slowly go up to like. It's like
it doesn't jump to the right spot.
It's like I've just filled my car up, and it's like I'm waiting for it to fill up, or how much fuel do I actually have? I've got half a tank, and then I'm under a quarter now.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, I think I might order BK. If you want to chuck something on the order and just get me back for yours.
Order it.
Yeah.
What?
I can't be bothered.
It's just down the road.
Everything's just down the road where we live.
Nah. I'll go and get it.
Fair.
You can't order the frozen drinks on the stupid app.
True.
You can't order a lot of stuff on that app.
Oh, okay. Do you have to talk with humans at the BK here? I haven't been here in years.
Yeah, you can, or you can order online at the app in store if you can't get what you want. The BK app, you can order that and go and pick it up and collect it. Just say thank you. Or you can
I could just go through the drive-through.
Which means you talk to somebody.
That's not as bad. I'm in my car.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2021, people, where the Generation Z, anyone in their early 20s, struggles to have any sort of interaction with anybody.
And here it was thinking that I ruined my social life playing video games, and that's why I can't talk to anybody.
No, the whole world's like that now, mate. Everyone's like that. We get into a real weird place.
Some of us, some aren't.
Yeah, some aren't.
I know Jono doesn't struggle talking to anybody.
No, he does. He can talk to anybody.
He would just talk to him. I was like, can you not talk to them, though?
Yeah, we've been here for 45 minutes now.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he can talk to anybody. Absolutely love that fact. But yeah, he just talks and talks and talks.
I can't do that.
I want him on, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Probably not.
Nah. Because I know we could talk, it would be long. I feel like a thing to point out here in the podcast is that we're at the point where we had a lot of excitement at the start and untalked about topics, which were all blown out straight away. And we're very much at a standstill unless we keep repeating ourselves. So we're just going to do, when it's me and Colt, it's just going to be random conversation. Just an hour's worth of someone else talking. We might say some cool shit. We might say some dumb shit.
We might bring up old topics.
But one day there will be one. Every now and then, that will be a really, really good one. And I'll also have other people on which will bring new things too. So there's going to be boring ones and there's not going to be, just thought I'd point that out now before it gets pointed out for me.
Yeah. Yes, we know that some of these might not be as engaging as other ones, but...
engaging for us.
We don't really care.
I was explaining this to Aaron when I dropped him home after doing the one the other day. That I enjoy this for the fact I get to hang out with my mates consistently. Like we tried for so long, for years, to try and get us to like kind of all be around each other, because we realised that that's the best way to help our mind's ease or anything like that, was to just be around your mates. And we always struggled to actually achieve that. And with this, I don't care if I have to run a few people around to do so. Like, we just come here, we have a conversation for an hour or two, and it's main. Like, it's seriously sick. It helps me. I spend my days looking forward to it and enjoy doing it. And then when I found, like, when I am unable to be around my mates and need that sort of thing, just to chuck on one of these podcasts and I literally just hear your guys' voices and I'm like, oh, it's my mates, calms me down. It's great. I enjoy it for that. So somebody's going to be boring, but they're not for us. And either way, I'm going to do them.
It's a memory bank.
Yeah.
It's going to short-term memory that we can't remember.
What did we do last week? Oh, that's right. We spoke about it. Oh, something I was going to say, though. Bring up.
Oh, not the leader.
Yeah, but this is great because this comes in on a Wednesday. So we're going to have a front page headline every Wednesday. And this Wednesday is going to be great because this is about the skate park opening up.
Oh, the skate park.
Yeah. $3.8 million spent on that park, which is awesome because as much as it was a fucking good skate park before, it's going to be
that skate park, I drove
now.
Past it on the weekend. That very if you're heading towards your work,
yep,
the far left corner where it's got like a quarter pipe or a drop in,
yeah,
and then it's got the huge
thing.
drop in.
You just know people are going to go up there.
I was like, is that for dropping in, or is that
I think that's like just part of the design,
or is it like something for people to go up and slap on and like wall plants and stuff? Like, I don't know what that's for, but I saw that, I was like, some cunt's gonna fuck themselves up on this.
That's the only use I can see for it is to like wall slap it or wall tap it or any of those sort of moves. But I can see someone very quickly jumping off of that and trying to drop into that ramp, which isn't a very big ramp for that drop. So I'd love to see it happen. and I wouldn't.
I'm gonna see. There's gonna be some broken bones.
There's gonna be some.
There's gonna be some cracked heads.
So in a few weeks' time, we're gonna get another headline about the park that isn't gonna be a good one. It's gonna be young kid jumps off new skate park and breaks all of his legs.
Yeah, but it looks fucking dope. That pump track going around the
Oh, it
whole
looks sick.
thing.
Oh, look at this. This is just the playground area. I wonder if it continues on page 2. No. It's just the playground area, but it looks good.
Yeah, the hamster wheels.
Yeah, it's cool we got them now.
That field, that rugby field. They got done up, and I was like, man, I want to take a car on there, even though it's just been done up. I want to take a car on there and
Yes.
rip the whole thing up, and then somebody actually did it.
Someone did it.
Yeah, somebody took their car onto it and ripped the whole field up.
What?
After it'd just been like after they just did all that construction on that field and relayed the whole thing, somebody went on there and skidded it up. I was like,
Skidded it up.
good cunt! You took what I wanted to do. Everybody was hating on him. I was like, that was a fucking good cunt move. I wanted to do that, but I didn't have the balls to do it.
I love it. Absolute legend. Give that man a beer.
Yeah, skids on the grass aren't hurting nobody, apart from the taxpayers, I guess. We just paid
So
for
the
that.
the guy that
Me.
was skidding on it
Me, the guy who was skidding on it could have been on the Benny.
could have been. Surely he's paid tax once upon a time.
Maybe, surely, hopefully.
You would hope so.
Can't get on the benefit without paying tax.
Hey, he's got a car, right? Surely.
No, I got the side hustle.
Yeah, that's plausible.
Maybe they'll legalise it. Maybe we could legalise every drug in New Zealand.
Maybe.
Or not legalise it, decriminalise it.
Yes.
I don't care if it's legalised or not, just decriminalise it so I don't go to jail for it. You can give me a little fine if you want, but I'm not going to jail for a plant. Or any other.
See, that's like the worst option in their mind, because they're not making money off of it that way. Everybody's growing it. Everyone's got it. Everyone's passing it around, selling it if they want. There'll be a black market for it still. The government's making zero off of it. They would just start giving people fines more for it to gain some form of revenue off of it.
I guess so. Which is really what they do now. You don't really, I guess you only get
Exactly.
fines if you get caught with it or you get told to bin it.
Mm.
Hell, if a cop told me to bin it, I'd bin it, drive off, come back, get it back off the ground.
I believe most of the time you give it to the officer and they put it on the ground. They have to put it on the ground and like stamp on it and squish it in. It's what I've heard people have done before.
You know what I'd do? I'd still come back
And
and
you
pick it up off of the
scrape
ground.
it up.
Sure, it'd still be good in some things, and it'd be mean.
Oh,
I
it's funny.
think one of my mates, or maybe my mate, I'm not sure, but he had to throw it into a puddle of water.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like,
that gets you good.
I would have like, fuck, I would have came back to that puddle of water, taken out, and just
Dried
dried
it.
that motherfucker back out and smoked it. Even it might have lost a lot of its potency, but I still would have gone back and grabbed it.
See, so the most effective way for them to get rid of it is
to
burn
destroy it is by smoking
By
it.
burning it, right? So why don't you sit down, officer, or have a fucking little talk and we'll
They like,
get
can
puffed."
you please destroy the rest of that weed? Like, yep. Fuck you, ain't getting rid of it, and it's gone.
It's gone. What
Where's
weed?
your evidence that I had it? Smash the bong.
Oh my god, I've heard stories. Got a story from a mate of mine that him and his mates like completely went out one night, completely hotboxed the car. It was like they couldn't see out of it, and then they were driving along and like smoke was still pouring out, and eventually, I believe he said that the car cleared, and then a cop pulled him over and like obviously knew everything. Like could smell it so fucking bad. But he was saying that he just ate the last of what he had, so he didn't have any in the car. Had like a good amount. Just ate it. Was absolutely fucked after it. 'Cause of course they got arrested, because this was a few years back. They got arrested. So all
Yeah.
there like high as shit from the hot box, and then he's also eaten this weed, and so it was an experience and a half. He said, "I'd have to get him on and get him to say the story." I'd have to get him to criminalise the shit out of himself.
Non-decarbed weed
Works.
Yeah, I
It's just
guess
not as
so.
well.
Fucking Jono said he did it,
Hmm.
and he said he got pretty fucked off. I'm like, really? I just go, it's not activated though. Like, surely it doesn't do much.
Your same mate said the same thing to me. He said you just eat a few nugs. And
Surely
lie
it was
down.
just the fucking, I don't know.
I was in the past.
Maybe a
I've been
placebo?
tempted, but I've never been known. I had never known how like the potencies are like.
Yeah,
Am I gonna really fuck myself up or not? So I took it safe and didn't.
yeah. It keeps coming back every time you said like the head rush
Mhm.
and the blood.
Yep.
Yeah. Every time I have anything, I'm like, I really should do this upside down and actually test this theory, but I never do it because I don't want to lay on my bed
Just-
upside down and try it.
Just afterwards, like, yeah, just lie on your bed and put your head backwards off the bed
I wanted to
and
smoke
just sit there for a few
I wanted to
minutes.
smoke a J upside down, the whole thing upside down. and
Yeah,
then
that's
come
interesting.
back
That
up.
would be interesting.
I reckon I'd throw up.
Yeah, you probably would, because you'd also get another head rush from getting back up.
Head rush.
That's why I
spins.
reckon do it. That's why I reckon like smoke before, and then do something like that, and just let the blood rush to your head. I firmly believe that could work.
Have to give it a go.
Would have to give it a go.
Next time I'm in LA.
Next time we're in somewhere where it's legal, I guess I could give it a try.
Yeah. I'm not buying no illegal shit here. Fuck, put me in jail.
Exactly. Even though it's the same thing in different parts of the world, and it clearly is fine in some parts where it's not an issue. And
It wasn't an issue for a good long while until
It didn't.
one person said, nah, fuck this shit, and made the whole world made it illegal.
Yeah, the whole fucking world did it. That's so crazy.
Because they
How? Why?
Because
Like what?
that guy was printing money or something, and they were going to change it to hemp, so he was high up in the government, and they made it illegal so that they couldn't use hemp, so they could continue doing maybe cotton or paper, fucking whatever they use for their currency over there.
Yep.
So that industry could keep on going instead of the hemp industry, and just made the whole plant illegal.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's
It was funny hearing, I think it was old podcasts of Joe's, when they say like, hemp is legal in the States, but it is illegal to grow it, so we have to import it from Canada.
yes, I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard
like,
that one.
It's
Yeah.
legal, but seeming hemp is classed as marijuana, which is illegal. The plant is illegal because it's classed as a marijuana plant, even though it's, I guess, not, because it's the hemp version of it. But yeah,
You know what?
they just made the whole plant illegal, male and female.
It's hemp, and they made this name marijuana for it being illegal.
Yeah.
Like they had to change its name so that it sounded more illegal and it sounded like a bad thing. Marijuana in comparison to hemp. Hemp sounds a lot more calming in my mind.
Marijuana.
But they fucking like all the good purposes that weed has, all the good like structural things you can make so much out of hemp, like that's called hemp, but it's marijuana. But what you smoke isn't hemp. It's marijuana. You know, like that's there's no difference. It's you got difference in potencies and levels of cannabinoids in them and stuff, but essentially they're the same thing. So like this whole name was created for the whole bad outlook on it.
And was made illegal
How could they?
for money reasons.
How did the whole world come to agreement that a plant that grows out of the fucking ground and is clearly was used in the past for like actual medicinal reasons, for all sorts of reasons successfully, and at the current time what sort of shit they were making out of it, and how renewable and biodegradable and resourceful the plant is, you know, like How'd the whole world at that point go, yeah, no, alright,
I don't know.
it's illegal for
'Cause
me
it
to
was
put that plant that grows out the ground in my
some
body.
Some American, and America ruled the world back then, roughly. So I guess they were like the supergiant. Now they're not really anything anymore.
Yeah, when they became that solo state of place.
Yeah,
and
America
it
is
was
the
great.
place to be.
Yeah, and it was when like what the Europe Empire like started just saying, "Here's your independence back," and everyone started just becoming themselves. But the US was already established as themselves, right? I believe. I got good with my history recently.
The United
good.
States of America, and then the 5 states of Canada, or 7, whatever it is not united of America, but they're still part of America.
Just not united.
They're just not united.
Everyone needs to come together and unite.
Because America isn't a country, it's a continent.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. It is.
United States of America is the country.
Mm.
It's so funny. I was on Google Earth ages ago. I was like, holy shit, Russia and USA are so close together up by Alaska. Like,
Yep.
fuck all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was
so
on
close.
Google Earth last night looking at the towns out. Like, I was like, surely, middle of Russia, just scrolled in. Actually scrolled in on bumfuck nowhere, some random thing. I was like, what is this? This looks interesting. Like, had dirt roads, started following other things, like big gas plants and everything. Like, this is interesting in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Russia.
True.
And, like, there's no roads to get to it. But dirt
That's
roads
interesting.
that I'd, like,
That's interesting.
yeah, or like it's dirt roads, or like it was like way north, like Arctic Circle part of Russia, and it's like a little road, and then it's like I was like, true. So they got a road that leads off, and then it like sort of just goes into wilderness. Like, do they go like that way to get to civilization, or do they go by boat? How do they get around? There's a boat, or would it be like horse?
I guess combination. Feet.
Yeah, well, they had a postal service, so I'm guessing boat, because
Pigeons.
They didn't have a landing strip or anything.
Yeah. No, it must have been boat then.
Imagine living in some rural part of a country, like the out of the places in
Yeah.
Alaska or Iceland or Russia or fucking wherever, Antarctica.
Absolute bumfuck nowhere.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
That place you showed me in Antarctica,
Yes.
that was insane.
That's so cool. There's just a base down there. No way to get there. So I guess that would get there by ocean.
Or plane, and then
Yeah, or more than likely plane.
and then
Originally probably
helicoptered.
boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, insane. There's some cool places in the world, some places that we're never going to see.
Yeah.
Fucking cool that they exist.
Yeah. I chucked myself onto a random dot in the middle of Russia that I could chuck the person onto for like Street View. It was just a picture of like, it was some people that had done a motorbike trail, and I just stepped onto a rock, and it was just this huge valley with just trees. I was like, that is so nice looking.
Damn, that's
But
cool.
it's in Russia.
But it's Russia. Hey, somewhere can look because some places could look nice and beautiful regardless of the humans that fucking live on them.
Oh, I'm not even more thinking about the humans. I'm more thinking about the wilderness of Russia and
Fair.
how not horrible Russia is, but how horrible the wilderness of Russia is.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I understand that one.
Well, they got like tigers and stuff
Mm.
and all of that crap shit. Nah. And we don't even have bears here. I thought we did.
We
For
barely
a
have
long
fucking
time.
spiders.
I thought we had bears that were...
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought we had bears here.
Yeah, I went out on a bushwalk once and I saw paw prints and I just thought they were bears because it wasn't a dog.
What other animal could it be?
Yeah.
What's it? It's not a dog. It must be a bear.
I got real scared.
Oh, my friend. I knew what was in our bush from a young age. I knew what was in our forestry. I was brought up in it and got taken out hunting as a kid many times. It was cool. Got to see deer, got to see pigs, goats, sheep. It's cool. It's cool. Back then when I had no fear of insects, no fear of bugs, no fear of nothing. I would see like a We'd be like walking down this hill, like forestry areas, walking on dirt, going down this hill, and it would like get real steep. And I'd be like, man, I just fucking jump, and then slide down the rest of it, like no fear. Just didn't care. Like jump and slide, like what we're doing at the beach. Like I would just be walking already down a hill, and I'd see it get steep like that with like a mean jump off. And like, fuck yeah, run and jump.
And now we're older and we know that we can fuck ourselves up and it hurts and all this shit, so we just don't do it.
And would have bad repercussions if we do. Like,
back when I was a kid, I didn't care if I injured myself because, I mean, I didn't know about it then, but I didn't have money or my parents looked after me. Now I fucking look after myself.
You had to take like 3-4 weeks off school because you broke your pelvis jumping off a bank. Like, it didn't matter, man. Like, took 3-4 weeks off school.
It might have it probably affected your parents, but it didn't affect you.
yeah, that's it. It didn't affect you now. I take 4 weeks off work and I'm fucked.
Yeah, if I took 4 weeks off work, I'd be like, am I having to go to like work and income and like applying for the sickness benefit or something because I don't know if my boss is going to pay me for this?
Yeah, mine wouldn't.
Mine might. I don't know. He said he wouldn't, and then he paid me the whole time I was off work for my shoulder.
That's you. Cool. Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I got $70-something from wins, and then had to declare money that I got paid from my boss, and they cancelled my whole thing. I was like, fuck, I just got this cancelled on me and I can't get it again. I don't know if I'm getting paid now. And then you paid me the following week. I'm like, oh, thank God. I was like, I think I'm fucked until I go back to work. I don't think I'm getting paid.
Damn, that came close.
Yeah, and I was like, I got to pay board at my parents' place, and I'm going up north in 2 weeks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let me tell me that story. Well, I'm getting really hungry. It's now 7 o'clock. Been going for a while, not talking about much, but it's been enjoyable.
Yep.
I think we might wrap it up here.
Okay. Thank you for listening / watching.
Yeah. As always,
leave hateful comments in the comment section.
Totally,
and we'll read them.
Apparently, if a comment is like hateful or could be spam and stuff, like YouTube checks it prior and can hold them back as an option. So like, probably not going to get many that the world's going to see.
Yeah.
But we'll see them. But no, I hope you enjoyed. As I said, we're going to have good days, we're going to have bad days, and this was an okay day, and it still was a good day for us. So.
And to the 12 subscribers out there, 2 of which are sitting right here.
Yep.
We do this for you.
We do this for you, man. Every time. 12 subscribers, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Hey, if we go to 11, we'll be coming to the people that we know who are subscribed and making sure if you're still subscribed.
Yeah. Anyone that we know that's subscribed, we'll come knocking if you want.
We know where you live.
I always forget that whenever I start a channel. I always forget that they could go back down. I'm always like, man, it's going up. This is good. And then I forget that it could come back down. I could lose.
You could lose
which has happened.
Yep. Oh, well. Anyways, we'll see you next week.
Catch y'all later.